Oh, happy Easter, everybody. Paul with you. It's an evening that right now. I had worked a little bit earlier, and I made a little video. I made another one, and I just scrapped it. So this is going to have to suffice. I don't think I should get into any kind of real viciousness. This is Easter, after all. Happy Easter to everybody. And we're coming up now on about 8 o'clock at night. The sun is actually staying out a long time now, because of this daylight savings time or whatever it is. So anyways, good evening to everybody. I'm going to give you a little recap on the war. This is what I've been listening pretty closely to a couple of channels. They're saying that it was a great achievement to get the pilot back that went down in that F-15 Eagle fighter plane. That there were two that ejected and they found the second one. However, although on a human factor it's a nice thing, and I give them a lot of credit for that, the simple reality is it's cost over, for that rescue operation, it has cost over $100 million in planes and assets, and that doesn't include the human factor, where the loss of the manpower itself. So what we have here is we have two Apache helicopters which were shot down. I do not know if there were any survivors. I had heard that they struck the tail rotor, and once that happens, it spins. The tail rotor stabilizes the helicopter, so they went down quickly, and I don't think there could be any survivors, although I might be wrong. I don't know. So two of those helicopters and a C-130, which is a Hercules aircraft. It's huge. I think that was the one that flew over me when I was in the Philippines, and it blotted out the sun for a while. So, I don't know, 4 or 5 seconds or whatever, it blotted out the sun. It was taking off from Clark Air Force Base over there, and we were right next to it. That's 67 million, but they said with the way that it was designed and the features that were put on it, that it was more like about 90 million. So all in all, they're talking about, was it 90 million? I forget now how much. I guess I represented this wrong. The Apache helicopters were something like 15 million each, something like that. But with the way that they were configured, with the specialties that they had in there, they're talking about possibly 50 to 55 million for two planes. So that's already 100 million. Between the C-130 and that one, it's probably closer to 150 or greater. 150 million. So when you factor in also all the other planes we lost within the 72-hour or 90-hour window, they're saying now that Iran set the trap, that they let these aircraft come in because they knew what we were going to do, and that is, you listen to a little Freebird there by Leonard Skinner, and you say No One Left Behind, and you think about whatever movie you saw here in the United States, and you say No One Left Behind, and then you go to your PlayStation, and then you start thinking about that Yu-Gi-Oh card that might be worth a little more right now, and you're talking about megadorkism in these guys' 20 and 30-year-old categories. It's really distressing, honestly. So they're saying that Iran let this happen and drew them in, which is possible. It's a possibility. So the war will be unsustainable financially, and not only financially, but for Bill, because they're pressing the amount of rockets that they need for the defensive capabilities to defend all the cities in Israel. Forget about Kuwait and United Arab Emirates and stuff. They're finished. They have to just let the missiles drop around them. And much to the same as Israel, the only difference is they have to shoot the multi-re-entry vehicles, which is the big rocket that goes up and it separates into 24 pieces. They can shoot down some of those, but certainly not all of them, with David's sling and all the rest of it there. And also the replacement. It's not only expensive, but it can't be done. The United States can only produce something like 6 or 7 of these THAAD interceptors or something every month, without going into the budget and then getting approval for boosting the weapons production. And I think that has to be approved by Congress, and that's going to take time. So there's no way that we can continue on with this war for much longer and just look for Trump to come out and say something along the line of "we won," and then declare victory and get out, because the economy is not doing well. I just heard that they were talking about jobs, and these 130,000 jobs they created, something like 17,000 of them were physicians that had taken off for a political statement or something. I forget what they said it was, but they just rehired themselves back into their employment. So they're putting that on there, and it's making it very slanted indeed. I think very soon you are going to start to see very serious unemployment that will be very noticeable. So you're just not going to be able to win people over to go to war and suffer, along with these gas prices, which are now exactly $4 a gallon here. You can get gas anywhere here for $3.99 a gallon, pretty much. And this is all taking its toll. So look for Trump to declare victory and end this madness. If he doesn't, we're in trouble. And we're in trouble anyway, because I told you, it appears to me, and this is just my opinion, that Israel is controlling everything of what we do. And that includes the news that is shared with us. Because I didn't hear anything about these downed helicopters. And I didn't hear anything about the downed 130 helicopter. And it's Fox as well as MSNBC and all the rest of them. It doesn't matter. It's all owned by the same conglomerates. So they're mostly Jewish, and they're mostly going to show you what they want you to see. And it makes a big difference, because when you have a 70 IQ like you, and you probably don't have a 70 IQ, you probably have maybe an 80 IQ or 76. Whatever you see, you believe. They tell you, you have great confidence in them. When we try to warn you and tell you, they've already impregnated your anus. They've already impregnated it with the jism or the jizz that will make you believe whatever it is they tell you to believe. And it's just like that stupid idiot there. That stupid idiot, the Canadian prepper, referring to the things about after the pandemic. Can you imagine anyone being so fucking dumb that they would say something so ludicrous as after the pandemic? I mean, what have you had? 4 years now? 3 full years to discover that was a scam? But you don't want to see it, do you? No. You just want to, well, you'll talk about it. It was overblown, and, it was overblown. Everything was overblown, right? Everything was overblown. And then when you have to revert back, you have to call it what they inseminated it into your anus. And that's permanently in there now. It's become part of your body. The jizz. So you call it by what they told you. Oh, we were in a pandemic. I know the truth, but I'm a god. I don't carry a 70 IQ like you. So I won't go too deep into this, but This is Easter after all, but it's really disturbing. I mean, we can't even get a report of what's happening in the news. I mean, for all I know, they might have some of these helicopter crews. They might have them in Iran. Who knows? We might see them come out as imams. We don't know. This is what you get. These are the exotic problems you get when you go halfway across the world to go fight a war that you can't get into. So the last thing I will tell you is the update on the missile systems, the defensive missile systems of Iran. They are evidently very good. And what they're saying is that they are so good, in fact, that it was a hybrid effort between Russia's S-300 system and something else which I didn't recognize from Europe or something, some design from Europe. And they are badass. So there's no way we're going to be able to get any kind of aircraft in there unless you're talking about 48,000, 53,000 feet altitude. Huge, giant four-engine aircraft that's way, way, way up running reconnaissance or something like that. That's it. And, you know, they have plenty of time to react up there. But that's the latest that I've heard on this. And I think you're going to start to see a lot more pressure come down on Trump now. Not only in Congress, but wherever in society. And also, I heard that they're trying now with Pakistan. Iran is negotiating with Pakistan, or they're the intermediary. And they are trying to open up the Straits of Hormuz. And that may be coming because just like the COVID-19 scam, you can only scam people so much before they figure it out. And they got their mileage out of it with the COVID-19 scam. They made plenty of money and plenty of money and putting things all over the world into place that it's not going to be easy to get out. Protocols, so forth and so on. Changing the political landscape. And that's probably what Iran knows, is that they've played out this hand. And they need to ante up now and make it some sort of solution where they can just profit with money. The problem is they have to be very careful, because even with the money, they're going to have a difficult time rebuilding. And as they rebuild, it could be taken all away again by people like the United States, the military, going in and hitting them again. So what I hope doesn't happen is that, as I told you before, it seems to be pretty well known that some of their best, or maybe only their best, weapons right now in Iran are buried under what they're saying is 1,500 feet, 500 meters. So that's 1,500 feet of rock that is as strong as they're saying is granite. I don't know if you've ever seen granite, but granite's ridiculous. I don't even know how you break through that. It has to probably be melted by nuclear fire. So I hope they don't start getting into that. And they were saying that that is within the mountain structure. So let's see what happens. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your evening here. And it's a little too quiet for me. And I am anxious to get back to the real world, shall we say. It's a little too quiet for me here. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. You can subscribe if you wish. I will make sure that I bring you up to date quickly on all of these new matters. I've been having a hard time. I've been cleaning out my car, and that is a full-time activity, believe me. And I'm just about done. I'm on the final phase of it right now. So I'll be able to be with you a lot quicker now. Anyways, take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a good night.